Alright. Alright. We are live. Alright, there we go. We're like live now. That's good. Twitch was being very strange. Not sure what that was about. Let me look at something here. Alright, I see Somalians alive. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Jeez. Alright. Let us see what we have here. Yeah. Good morning, Hazel. Currently just kind of mentally waking up. Have my morning coffee. Feel me? Yeah, thanks. I made the Comic Sans myself. You feel me? I made it like a little while ago. I was like, I've never made a font before. Yeah, I'm just now having my morning coffee at like 11:06. I got up at like 10, which is weird because I got up at like 7:15 yesterday. Yeah, you did two square left. You did square two left. I saw that. Just waiting on Yanni to go live, and then see if I need to. Well, you know what? I'll transition over while we wait for him. I'll transition over here while we wait for Yanni to go live. We can just kind of wait. Ugh. Jesus. You know, I can't stand nothing. I can't stand mosquitoes, bro. They really don't need to exist. I'll tell you. You are going to sleep soon. Well, I hope you have a good night. Whenever you decide to go to sleep. Um, but like, why are you going to sleep though? You know, like, don't you know it's morning? It's like 11 a.m. It's even like 2 p.m. for like Somalian, so it's like prime time, middle of the day. Right, let me. Oh, I don't have Discord open on my computer. Probably because I restarted my computer. Man. Alright, let me see here. Oh, 15 would be good. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Alright, let me see if. Yeah, well, let me at least put the match announcements out. Good morning. Right. Let me just put that out. You are on live? Okay. I probably just need to refresh then. Yeah, let me just do this. Oh yeah, you are live. There you are. Alright, let me see something. Oh yeah. Hey, refresh. I don't know why it's trolling me like this. We are. Good morning, Hanfu. And we have an ad, but at least it shows at least the channel's live, so there's that. And even the ad is lagging, which is crazy, because ads almost never lag. Oh my god. I got a bunch of mosquito bites. Jesus, this is so annoying. Okay. Alright, let me see if I need to do any stencil work here. Okay, yeah, a little bit of stencil work. A little bit of stencil work here, but that's okay. That is okay. Let me just start the process. You know you are jet lagged. Yeah, that is true. You are kind of jet lagged right now. You're a little jet lagged right now. All right, let me do a little bit of. 782, so. That's fine. Alright, we're going to, yeah, just a minute. I need to fix your stencil up a little bit. These things happen. These things happen, you know. These things tend to happen in this community. Classic Tetris is kind of just ran by Scuff, you know. It's kind of the heart and soul of the game. Just move this down. Okay, then I just need to fix this, which is these are. Oh. Oh my god. A little bit of an ad there. Also, you need to charge your phone first. Before going to sleep? Like, I mean, does it really matter that much? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. and then we have this. What is this? Score, lines, level. Alright, now we just need the lines, and then we will be good to go. Oh, there we go. Ooh, okay, lines are a little cooked, but it's okay. It's okay. I think I can make do with what we have here. Let me see. Yeah, lines are a little cooked, but alright, that's about as alright, that's probably about as good as that's gonna get. Alright, let me do this. Alright, that's okay. Like, yeah, lines are a little, your lines are a little cut off, but that's fine. But that should be okay. Alright, let me get y'all a seed going for today. This will be the starting seed for today. It's going to be 3178 8C. Players, make sure you have on your hertz and input displays. Somalians is on, obviously. It looks like Jani's on a pretty decent 19 start here. Might even be able to, get that. Might be able to get a 19 max if this is right. Ooh, it's not gonna get the boar though. But hey, that's a pretty good warm up. That's like, I was like 400k at 100 lines. That's like, 530 posts or something like that. So it's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. I see a Somalian's ready. Yeah, you might have to worry about that pace a little bit. Somalian, you feel me? You might have to worry about that a little tiny bit. 3178 8C. Okay. Both players have the seed in, and then when y'all are ready, I will start y'all off. Good to see. It looks like you were able to get a working setup, or at least a more consistent working setup, Jani, because it sounded like you were having a little bit of trouble a few days back. But yeah, whenever you are ready, we shall begin. I was looking at like the match stats, yesterday because I'm putting in stuff for like C2W2 Dust, and I was looking at like the lifetime stats, and I was like looking at Somalian, and I'm like, where did you get this 1.1 at? Yeah, pressing select shows that you're ready, Yanni. If you wanna like indicate that you're ready on gym, you can just press select. Unless he has V5 and not V6. I didn't check what gym version he has. Actually, didn't check what gym version he has there. So yeah, for all I know. Alright. You cheated it. Yeah, I'm like, That's a likely story. Yeah, cause I'm like, cause I was looking, I'm like, where did you get this 1.103 at? Like your high score, like comp PB. All right, ready? All right, cool. Both players are ready for game number one. Let's get them going here in three, two, one. Tetris. Got it. All right, a little bit of delay here. Yeah, a little bit of delay here on both sides. But all right, Somalia's gonna start, and now we're just waiting on Jani here to start. Oh, what the heck? Why am I dropping so many frames? Holy shit, dude. No, this is ridiculous. Hang on. Hang on just a damn minute. Why am I dropping so many frames? Uh, yeah, you started, right? I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna refresh Johnny. I'm not sure what that's about. Not exactly sure what that's about, but yeah. Alright, so Somalian started at least. Somalian at 49k here, starting us off. And we get an ad. So that's cool. That's just amazing. Yeah, I don't know why I'm dropping so many frames. My internet is horrible right now. Alright, 123k here at least for Somalian. Jani at ad. Oh my god. No, literally, I'm dropping like 40 frames a second. Okay, okay, we're fine. Jani has 118 here at 25 lines, 169 here for Somalian. 10 lines behind a little bit. Yeah, what? Oh, what if I do this? You know what? It's fine. Missed drop in the center of the board there for Jani. It's gonna do some things in. Shouldn't be too bad. 146 here for him, 261 here for Somalian. Apologies for the lapse in commentary there. Kinda not sure what the hell's going on here. Somalian here at least. Gameplay wise, doing very good. Very solid play here so far. Up by about 130k this early on. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. I'm glad it's at least watchable still. Yeah, but yeah, Somalian here, very strong pace, 352 at 68 lines, very, very strong here. Could even, maybe, you know, if he wants to, try and go for 700, but, you feel me? I would say don't do that. I would say don't do that, because um, 700s are bad luck. It's 174 here for Jani, 377 here for Somalian, and yeah, Somalian's up 200k at this point. Very, very commanding lead. PAL capture card is like forced. There are PAL capture cards, really? I just grabbed whatever capture card I had. All right, Somalian or Jani here, center wheel setup, waiting for the bar. It's gonna be able to get a triple down at least. Triple flip there for Yanni. You are not getting a 700 on my restream. And you know what? That's why I'm glad he burned all those lines up. Because now he can't get one. Now it's impossible. Alright, 238 here for Yanni. 397 here for Somalian. So that dig allowed Yanni to catch up a little bit. Still down by about like 180k or so, but starting to make it up a little bit. Also behind by about 6 lines. We shall see how both players approach that 19 play, as we did see that Jani was practicing that 19 and it was very, very strong. 489 here for Somali and 294 here for Jani. Don't a lot of easy caps get 15? Well, I think my easy cap went up to 30, but what would happen is if I set it to 30, then it would like massively delay the sound. Like the sound would be delayed by like a full second. So like it would only work if I set it to 15 FPS. But if I switched it to 15 FPS, it would just like it would skip like rows. It would skip the pieces would just skip rows. Alright, Somali's going to transition here at 582. Very healthy transition. Jani here, still 8 lines away at 365. Down now by about 220k points. Bar dependency in the center of the board. Would really love a bar very soon to be able to transition. Dude. Next frame, please. And like no more, no less. Yeah, no, that didn't happen to me. That didn't happen to me at least. Maybe I just got like the god easy cap. Alright, Yanni's gonna transition here. 398. 620 here for Somalian at level 20. Up by about 230k points. Jesus Christ. So yeah, Yanni definitely gonna have his work cut out for him in this. Although a little bit of a spire on the left side here for Somalian. And yeah, this is not looking good for Somalian. It's probably going to top out here. Yeah, it's going to top out here at 628. Jani, the chase down for you is 629. It's not going to be able to get the square all the way to the left. It's going to be done at 430. So Somalian's going to be able to take game number 1. GG's. Yeah, what? Okay, I'm going to try and... Let me try and see if I can do something to like lower the frame drops, because this is crazy. Let me see if I can do something here. I can get rid of this. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all another. You think you're getting a call right now? Okay. Next seed will be 4-2. Next seed will be 4-2 anyway. I'm gonna refresh y'all while you're taking your call and see if that helps a little bit. Also, you're streaming at 1080, which is insane for a Tetris game. You're just like, it's like Mari and Chiller are like the 2 people I know that do this very thing. And I'm just like bro, it's Tetris. Yeah, you could lower it a little bit. I want to see if I wonder if that will like maybe that'll help the frame drops be less, like happen less. No, dude, what? I'm like consistently dropping 40 frames. The pixels are sexy. Oh my goodness. Yes, all these pixels. All these 1080p pixels that are being restreamed on like a 720p or 480p restream. I love those pixels. Yeah. So next seat's gonna be what? 4278 8C. Yeah. This will be next seat. I'm like consistently drop 40 frames every second, which is insane. Which makes zero sense. Gotta see every individual Tetris block in detail. No, I'm saying, right? Cause like, what is that? Cause what even is that? Very nice scene. Yeah, thanks. Um, have you not seen my scene before? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, you were here yesterday. You were literally here yesterday. What the heck? I just thought about that. No. Yeah, no, he was here. You were here. I just thought about it. Just thought about it. Let me. I wonder if this will help. If I do this. Like, hopefully that helps. Oh my god. What's going on though? We're going through it. We going through it a little bit here. We kind of in the trenches. Is this good? Let me see. Let me refresh. Let me refresh real quick. Yeah, let me give you a refresh. Maybe. I think that should be fine. I think that should be fine. Alright, Jani says he's ready here. So yeah, a little bit of a delay on his side, but that's okay. I can see that he's ready. So yeah, just increment to 4.2. Yeah, it looks to be a little bit better now. I should invest in a fiber internet. All the professional restreamers have it. All the old pros have it, you know. Yeah, this looks to be a lot better, at the very least. Oh yeah, I saw that. That you bought like your first PC. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're just waiting on Somalian to be ready here, and then we will get ready for game number 2. I saw that yesterday though that you bought like your first PC. Like that's cool. Did you like build it or was it like pre-built? No shame in either way, you know. All that matters is that you got a PC at the end of the day. Like I know it's been wow, it's really been like 4 years since I like built my PC. I remember the first time I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna build a PC." But when I actually got all the parts, man, I was nervous as hell because I had no idea what I was doing. I was like looking up tutorials and everything. Yeah, it looks like someone's calling somebody at the moment. Yeah, I was nervous as hell, bro. I was looking at tutorials and everything. It took me like 6 hours just because I was trying to be super careful not to like break anything. Just to like get everything together, and then it took me another 6 hours just to like try and cable manage. So like all in total, it took me like 12 hours just to like get going. All right, someone is ready for game number 2. Let's get them going here. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, that's cool. You got some queer hanging out in a bi-weekly group. That's really cool. I need to find more groups like those, you know. Um, yeah, because these groups that like exist, they're always very nice to just hang. Like especially our group. Um, at least in Tetris, like we're pretty cool. I think we're pretty cool. Holy shit, bi-weekly like classic Tetris bisexual. Oh my god. I like calling it that. I like calling it that even though that's not what it's called in any way, shape, or form. Alright, a little bit of delay here on Johnny's side. Kinda, yeah, except we play games, no Tetris. Yeah, because Tetris isn't a game, Tetris is a business. I understand. You feel me? Alright, yeah, kinda like 10 lines delayed, but that's okay. Jani is starting here. Yeah, true Tetris is life. Alright, kind of a misdrop here on the left side for Somalian. It's gonna at least get a bar lower down the stack. Lower down the stack a little bit there. Oh my god. Hell nah. No, I'm saying, right? Yeah, Tetris is cool. Tetris is cool. It got me to I mean, it got me to meet y'all, so, that's pretty cool. Yeah. It's an aspect of my life. It's a life enhancer in many ways. Alright, Somalian's setting up a column 9 here. Kind of waiting out this bar. Gets the bar and the Tetris. 107 for Somalian. 76k here for Jani. It's going to get a nice L for that center of the board. Would really love a J. Gets the J. Alright, flat Z to that right side. It's going to take a few burns to get out of. Alright, flat burn with that piece. Now 2 bar dependencies here for Jani. Really just waiting out these bars. Would really love a bar right about now. Alright, gets the bar for the split triple. Should make this a lot easier to dig out of. Alright, getting some helpful pieces here. Although that T didn't really help, and yeah, no, this is looking very dire. Oh yeah, and the misshift with that DAS there. It's going to do Jani in at 98k, Somalian at 223. You are good for game number 2. Very unfortunate there for Jani. Very unfortunate misshift there. This is unrelated, but there's a really big tree outside. And there's a squirrel climbing one of the branches. I love squirrels. Squirrels is cool. I just wish they didn't like constantly run away from me. They run away from everything. Like I know they're prey, but like still. Alright, next seed will be 5, 3, 7, 8 to 8th C. So yeah, just you wish you could still climb trees, but you got too much survival instinct. I mean, isn't climbing like a survival instinct? Like, being strong enough to just be able to climb trees and, just kind of move around. I would argue that's a survival instinct. You're training your body, conditioning your body. I would argue that's pretty survival coded. Alright, Somalian is ready here for game number 3. I'm gonna give Jani another refresh just in case. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh him just in case I need to. Probably gonna get an ad, but that's fine. Looks like we're not lagging anymore, and that's all that really matters to me. Once Jani says he's ready to go, we will get both players ready for game number 3. Yeah, you fixed the stream. All you had to do was just not stream at 1080p. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I appreciate like the hustle though, you know, like all jokes aside, I appreciate the hustle. Yeah, you gotta keep a certain level of quality. Ready? Okay. Both players ready here for game number 3. Let's get them going here. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So yeah, Yanni trying to win game number 3. Get that reverse sweep starting. Try and mount the seeds of a reverse sweep. Currently, he's 1-2 in the division. Managed to defeat DB 3-1, but lost to both Weisbrot and Tegamek and sweeps. So looking to change that here today. Currently last in the division. You know, Somalian 1-3. Just played Robin yesterday. Went to a decider against her, but ultimately ended up losing in what was a very solid match. Best survival instinct and a floodist to buy a boat. Yeah. Just have a boat always ready at your disposal, you know? Alright, someone's gonna get the tuck of that J. Couple of squares though, going to complicate his board a bunch. It's nothing fatal, but it's definitely gonna require a lot of burns to get out of this. 71k for him, 68k here for Jani, who has a very clean, pristine board. That should allow him to take a little bit of a lead. Alright, Somali, dirty Tetris here in column 9. That's actually gonna clean up the board entirely. Risky, but very rewarding play there. 120k here for Somali and 114 here for Jani. So far, 0 burns. Alright. Got it. Oh my god. Whew. Oh my goodness. Okay. 188 here for Somalia. 205 here for Yanni. Still has yet to burn a single wine in the game. Seems to have really started to turn his game around here this time. Is Scooty the 0 burns goat? No, I would give that to Aki, like Akademus. I think he has probably the most 750 transitions. Just because he was just going for them. He would always just go for them. Alright, Yanni here, you're gonna get a square to that left. Just gonna be able to clear that out. Somali here, meanwhile. Column 7 Tetris setup. And he's kind of selling out for this bar. It's not getting the bar. Gets the bar when the well is covered. Ooh, several misdrops here in the center of the board for Yanni. Should be able to get out of it with a couple of nice pieces. A square would be really nice. Gonna get a J instead. Ooh, several mischiefs there. And yeah, Yanni's gonna be done here at 262. And very unfortunate, Somalian at 298. Unfortunately, it's going to be good for game number 3 and the set. You know what? Thanks for really chugging along and playing through all this anyway, Yanni. I understand. Yeah, this was pretty tough to manage. Yeah. GG's. Yeah, kind of an unfortunate set there. Um, I know Jani can play good because I've seen him in like practice. I've seen him streaming, and I see him getting like high max outs and stuff like that. Sometimes some days, sometimes you just have them days. All right, let me see what this does to the table. So this puts. Alright, so this puts Somalia in third place in the division, currently 2-3, up to 19 points, third in the division. Top four, remember it's the top four in the division make it to the playoffs. Yanni here, currently in last, but still has 2 games left to go and is currently 1-3 in the division, so at least has a win versus Dewey. So how those last 2 matches go, it remains to be seen. Yanni will have to play. Let's see who has to play here. He's gonna have to play Knight and Robin, 2 very strong players in their own right. Yanni's also a strong player, so maybe he'll be able to shake things up in this next match. Alright, let me see if anyone's live. I don't think anyone's live right now. Yeah, I don't. Oh wait, no, CTL's live. What? You know what? I'll raid corporate entities because I think they're the only ones live. Although it's weird, they're not they're not they're not streaming in the Tetris category, or at least not the one I see that I'm like commonly in. Currently have Knight, who I just mentioned, playing against Neko. Looks like it's 2-2. So let's see how that goes. Thanks for letting me y'all. Thanks for letting me cast y'all, and I will see y'all a different day. Good boy.